Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name's Michael.
My name's Cleve.
And I'm jamming.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Friendship Supreme. That's my Dinosaur Supreme.
It was
Beautiful.
long.
We're the podcast that has dared to ask, what's the worst fucking dinosaur movie Cleve can find on Prime Video?
I want to point out again, you picked this movie.
Well, out of the choices, I felt like this
No.
was the right one.
I was like, we can keep looking, and you said, I will send you a screenshot of our text messages. So you can put it right there.
That's okay.
Where it
I
says,
believe
no,
it.
lock it in.
Lock in Cowboys versus Dinosaurs.
This is gold.
Yeah.
Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. What a ride. Cowboys versus Dinosaurs. And the nerve of them to have that ending. I'm out of order. Okay, so Cowboys versus Aliens came out in 2011.
Okay.
And so we changed the name, took away the budget, and made a movie. We changed the word in the movie. Took away the budget and said, Cowboys vs. Dinosaurs, let's do this. I don't even know where to start. Because the story is so short. At the same time, it's a love story, you know?
A really fucked up love story. Like, at the core, he hit her. And then he just left. He's like, I got hurt from a bull. You don't understand me. Smack! I'm leaving this city. And then it was like, come back. Hey, baby, why can't you talk to me no more?
After 3 years, it's been a long time since I watched a movie, and I've been like, I don't root for anybody.
The dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs, you could all be eaten, and I would be like, yeah, makes sense.
Let's go Triceratops. When he showed up, he was the hero. In my world,
the one Triceratops, yeah.
One random Triceratops that we've somehow allowed to live down there with these hybrid fucking methane gas dinosaurs.
Okay, so I'll recap the movie real quick, and then we can just tear it apart because there's so much to talk about. So they're exploring a cave. They open the cave, and there's dinosaurs in it. It's a whole fucking movie. B story, I would consider, is that a guy got injured in a rodeo show and then hit his woman and got addicted to drugs and alcohol and then left for 3 years and came back and tried to get her back. I was like, that'll always be my woman. I'm like, no, dude, that's not. You're repossessive. Who wrote the script?
How this works.
There's a lot of this script that I questioned. A lot of it.
Did you watch it the whole time and you go, that's white people shit? Because that's what it is. Like, let's be honest. Like, there was never a moment that it wasn't a fucking Maury episode, like a Jerry Springer episode.
I mean, it's not lost on me that there was one black man the entire time.
And he out the gate was like, hey guys, there's shit down there. We need to shoot it. Let's do it.
He's my favorite because he was there at ground zero when the dinosaurs got out. And as he ran out of the cave, he took a grenade and went, or a TNT and went, whoop, behind me.
That scene, he was running and here's dynamite and like hucks it behind him and it's lit. It's ready to go.
Yeah, you don't fuck around. Jim, what was your favorite part of the movie? Because there's so much. Was it the jail vomit?
No, actually, my favorite part was when he rode the Triceratops in the end.
It's iconic.
I was sitting there with Jennifer and I was like, so he rides the dinosaur, right? When's he gonna ride the dinosaur? I'm like, I'd say that like maybe 20 minutes in. I'm like, he's gonna ride a dinosaur. He's gonna fucking ride a dinosaur.
Well, I mean, he rode bulls. So it only makes sense, guys.
And then the T-Rex was chasing him, and he was on the horse, and then the Triceratops showed up, and I was like, here it is. Everything's lining up to ride.
The only reason the Triceratops even existed. Why did he stab the knife in it?
He was up to hang on to
control it.
And then he's slapping it in the ribs. Go.
Because it seemed like the Triceratops was really going in the direction and at the speed that he wanted. And he's like, let's make this better. Fucking knife.
This is all I got, Captain. I got no more.
Oh my god.
What a scene that was.
This is the first episode that Jamin's ever done with us, and we're like, hey, here's some shitty movies. Watch them. Have fun.
Hey, like, again, of the two, this is my favorite by like a mile.
My favorite scene was when they were all washing their clothes like a normal day at the laundromat, and that T-Rex came in, and the lady went, ah. Like slowly laid down.
Dumbest and weirdest thing I've ever noticed ever in watching a film is that is the same laundromat that Nathan Fillion and Neil Patrick Harris used in a movie that they did during the writer's strike called Dr. Horrible Sing-Along Blog. They do a whole musical number in it.
Okay. And
I'm like, that's that laundromat. What?
So
I was excited.
There's a little extra behind it for you.
It's
That's
not in Montana, surprisingly. If you're gonna set a dinosaur, come up in this movie, it's got to be in Montana, right?
That makes sense.
It's the only place to do it.
Yeah.
Do we have any problem with the fact that all the Velociraptor style dinosaurs spit acid?
Only some has a little.
When
I enjoy that a Velociraptor stayed in the back seat, very calm and hidden, until the right moment to strike.
Well, we had to have a Jurassic Park moment.
But like
that was the Newman thing.
He drove for a while.
Yeah.
He's like, surprise. I like when the Velociraptors slap that woman in front of her kids. And then she like laid on the ground like
and
this.
the way she falls over. Oh my god.
There's a lot of good acting in this movie. I think I hated the mine manager the most.
Oh, the old man?
Who wanted to do it raptor style.
Old money man Magoo.
Not the businessman.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it the foreman?
Yeah.
I think so.
The one who like worked with like the crew normally.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, man, yeah, raptors. Let's do a raptor style. He got that girl on the bed. I was like, I hate so much of this. He might be the worst actor in the whole thing. Every line was delivered with such a weird tone. I don't know. There's a sheriff that pulled a gun out in a restaurant.
There's a lot of people just pulling guns on people. Also, speaking of the girl and the guy doing raptor style, I couldn't help but notice that all the females were like 10 to 15 years younger than the male counterparts they were hooked up. Like, yeah, that's my boyfriend, the old sheriff, who's looks 60. He's rough.
I think of it as like, you can probably get any guy to be in a movie for you. You know what I mean?
Fair.
But like, first of all, if I go to a woman, I'm like, hey, can you be in this movie? Already skeptical, right? Obviously, because you have to be, because it's the world we live in.
You're like, hey, you gotta pretend that there's dinosaurs there. But like, what the fuck am I doing with this shit?
Anyone else think the sheriff had a god complex going on?
This is my town. Dog, there's a fucking dinosaur in there. This is no longer your town.
Everybody there had some kind of weird... I was telling Cleve, like 10 seconds in, the girls are like, let's go swimming. I hope there's no peeping toms. And they're taking their clothes off. And I'm like, ma'am, you're in a fucking swimsuit. You're not in your underwear. That is a swimsuit.
You're fine, lady.
Like, you're not skinny dipping. Who the fuck? They're not peeping toms. They're just in the town and happen to go by the same lake you're at.
Can we talk about the guy that popped up behind the
The peeping tom? Yeah, let's talk about it. Jeez.
Yeah, he was also real grown. He was also a real grown man with these barely legals. It was just,
the premise is there, guys. Riding dinosaurs, shooting guns, and using lassos. I'm on board.
You'd think that, but then they made it, and then it didn't work.
I don't know. Did it not work? Jammin enjoyed it.
it worked better than the hatch.
I like when the first dinosaur you see just fucking drops a man. I think he put his mouth on his head and then snapped his neck.
I paused it like 6 times because it did the thing with its neck, like when the thing's puffed up. And I was like, this is gotta be a mistake. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah,
is
I'm
that
like,
a
that's an
balloon?
animation.
Like, I kept rewatching. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't get it. And then later on, they were spitting acid, and I'm like, oh, they got that now.
I like the when what was his name? Quaid. When he's like, look at this flesh. What's it smell like? I'd be like, get the fuck away from me with a pile of flesh you
With your
found.
fucking pork chop, you son of a bitch.
Like, who does that, dog? Get the fuck out of my face. I hated everybody in this movie. I hated everybody.
I don't know, man. I think that the main character was quite the gem. What about his dad? His dad. What about his dad?
You mean Eric Roberts?
Who's been in things, right? Like, I looked at him and go, wait, like I know this one. Like, you shouldn't be in this.
You mean the man who was like, I ain't fucking leaving this jail, so fuck that.
I appreciate
leave the keys.
Right, leave the keys. Go. I want to stay in here. Thank you. I would like to stay here.
I'm drunk. I'm still high. Look, I can't help you with dinosaurs right now. You just need to go.
And just to let you know, for $1 million, I would have gotten that man a truck.
Yeah, probably.
I ain't got no wife or kids. Yeah, fuck. What?
Eric Roberts was in The Dark Knight. And this movie.
We all do something we're not proud of.
Yeah.
Who did he owe? Who called him a favor?
You know what? There was $100,000 in this budget, and 90,000 of it went to getting Eric Roberts on board. None went to dinosaurs. I will say they didn't look terrible for a movie who with obviously no backing whatsoever. The dinosaurs didn't look the worst I've ever seen.
That is accurate
about the movie.
That is accurate. We did review a movie called Velocipaster, in which they just had a paper mache dinosaur costume.
Which is crazy to me because you can go to Walmart and get a fucking dinosaur costume. Like,
you sure fucking can. For like less than $100, you can get the blow up one. I would have preferred that.
So there's a scene where, of course, Val's still locked up with his paw. We find that out. Big reveal. Nobody fucking. I have no interest. Nobody cares. Nobody cares you're related
to these characters. Nobody gives a fuck.
And the deputy tries to like shoot the dinosaur. That deputy had no fucking chance of surviving that dinosaur attack at all. I don't know what. Like I don't know. I guess small town country. I expect you to be able to shoot some sort of way. Nobody can hit shit. Nobody can hit a target.
It was like watching stormtroopers shoot. They shot around the target.
God.
Well, here's the thing, guys. They couldn't see what they were supposed to be shooting. Like, you know, they're like, yeah, just pretend like there's a dinosaur there. And then they're like, okay, bam! And like, wait, no, the dinosaur's over here. Oh.
So context of the story, Val used to ride, but he don't ride no more because he got hurt and it drove him to drugs and alcohol. So he has to ride one more time. How did you feel about that cowboy scene where he had to finally get on the horse at the safe house or
so
armory,
awkward.
whatever you want to call it?
It felt really awkward and long. And secondly, when he finally did get on the horse, it looked like his fuck face. It was not at all a riding face. It was like a I'm getting it in face.
I enjoyed that. Like he rides to her and picks her. Shoot the dinosaur.
Oh,
the dinosaur's coming.
He waited till he picked her up to then shoot the dinosaur. Yeah.
We talk about the line he delivered after he shot it.
Oh God, you're.
Hit me with the line, Cameron.
You know, he shoots him and he's like, "Your history."
God.
But
you know what? The rest of the writing, like, There's a part where he goes, fuck, what's he say? What's he say? What's he say? He says, I hear it's radioactive, and some other guy goes, so are some of the women you date. I'm like, who the fuck wrote this? Who wrote these lines?
Someone that was really bitter about something that happened to them.
You know what? I can look at who wrote these lines.
You know what? Someone with an ex-girlfriend named whatever this girl's name was, and it just looks like I'm just gonna make her sound real fucking stupid.
Anthony Funkhauser and Raphael Jordan. Let me tell you, they write a lot of movies like this.
Not surprising. It felt very Sharknado. Like, I think here's the problem. Okay, with movies like this is the problem. Sharknado did really well. It was a terrible movie, and people were like, "What the fuck is this?" And then, like, randomly, it had this like giant cult following, and suddenly everybody loved it. And thanks to that happening, we now have to deal with every single person being like, "I could put a shitty movie out that everybody will love," and now we're here.
You know what?
Russo went out and made a movie, and then
if you kind of do it well enough, though, it works out. Like Sharknado, right? Like this is so wild.
Santa Jaws.
Yeah. Raphael Jordan wrote 2 other movies that are called Jurassic Attack. Oh no, Rise of the Dinosaurs. Yeah, and Poseidon Rex. That's a T-Rex in the water. Do we call him a P-Rex?
Here's the other thing. Like, I understand that Jurassic Park came out, what, 96 is what we did, or 96? 93, thank you. Came out in 93. And, like, they iconicized the T-Rex and the Velociraptor, but I'm so fucking tired of them. I'm so, like, there's a million other fucking dinosaurs that existed in different periods of time. Could we go with one of them?
This one not a Triceratops. So make
did.
That didn't do it for you.
I've watched so many dinosaur movies. I'm trying to remember. Is this not the one that we also saw a random fucking pterodactyl?
Yeah, that's very.
Okay. Thank you.
Spoilers. Spoilers for the other very end. Yeah. Yeah. The nerve of this movie. The nerve of this movie to have a fucking like. Oh, maybe this is part 2.
We'll have a sequel.
Let me tell you. I tried to look it up. Nothing. No talks. No. Nothing.
Are we surprised?
No.
Jammin, what's one thing you would have done to make it better? What would have really sold it for you? More guns. I get it.
Honestly, I think it's better writing.
I mean, that's the least you can do. To me, that's the least you can do. You can have terrible effects that cost money. Completely get it. The least you can do is write it well.
Yeah. I think it was the same thing we said about Velocipaster. Was like, I can get over a lot of these fucking graphics. I can get over that. I get it. Not everybody's the fucking Paramount Pictures, or not everybody has all the money, and that's fine. But look, Blair Witch Project is a great example. No graphics, no like anything in it. Like, they just said, we're gonna go out with some handy cams and make a film, and they wrote it well enough and did the marketing well enough that people shit their pants and loved it. Mm-hmm. Paranormal Activity did the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Scary movies.
I don't fuck with that one either. Oh, scary.
But that one was good.
When it's not that's what we were talking about, but when it's not that little girl out of the bed, maybe you'd have been gone. That demon wanted you.
I'd have been out the door. Bad. I am so sorry. It's not me.
I'd be at a bar and they were like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Fuck now." Go to whatever's going on back home. That ain't for me. Oh, is she hitting you? Yeah, okay, we go with that.
Why is there always some like magical mineral that they're all after? Like vibranium. Like, why is the vibranium Wonderum or whatever bullshit was in this fucking mine that they're like, we gotta get it, but none of the miners had ever seen it. They just mine it for them. Because he goes down there, he's like, I want to see it for myself.
Why? They're paying me, whatever. You gonna pay me? You keep paying me? I guess I'll just look for your mystery rock. I really enjoyed when Val decided to stop fighting his rival and punched the dinosaur in the face. Because he straight punched the dinosaur in the face in this movie. He rode a dinosaur, he punched one in the face, he lassoed one.
Surprised you didn't tame one, like fully.
God, I was waiting. I was waiting to ride the T-Rex. I was kind of disappointed, if I'm being honest.
I feel like that was what was on
The cover,
the cover.
the poster, yeah. I like that the horse didn't get eaten. It's
Well,
nice of
yeah,
them.
horses aren't tasty.
Like you came out of the building and like the horse was just still tied up. It wasn't scared. It was just fine because there's no real dinosaurs there. That's and then we get that sweet ending where it's like, hey, I know I hate you,
I can't get over that.
but your man's dead now, so maybe we kiss. I saved you. No, you saved me.
Like,
Shut the fuck up.
It was the weirdest fucking love story ever. Like, he's the villain.
And that's what it was. The end. It's a love story.
But
Well,
here's the better
sure.
question:
It's like
is it a better love story than Twilight?
It's a better love story than Harley Quinn for the animated series.
Fair. I feel like it's really similar to Twilight because they're all in Twilight. They're all emotionally manipulative and shitty people, and this one they're just physically abusive. You know, whatever. Same thing, right? I like the controlling sheriff and then the fucking abusive cowboy. Like that's the two people you've dated. Get the fuck out of Montana. Get out of Montana, please.
Just that small town. There's dinosaurs there. I like it. He's like, "Don't be a cowboy. Get the fuck out of here. Go get help." And he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go get some guns and come right back."
That man has so many
Get chased
guns in
by
his
T-Rex.
house. He single-handedly is the problem in this state, in this country. That man had a whole armory.
That was the Black Dude's house, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, he's secretly an anarchist. I bet he's loving this. And then you go back to him and he's just sitting there with his gun. Fucking dinosaurs!
I think over the top, I think the bow and arrow scene was just so dumb. So many parts of it were dumb. One, the person who had the idea fucking didn't even get to use it. Like, dead, gone. And then she shoots it, and there's a big explosion, and they're like, "Yeah, we got it." And then immediately the raptor goes, "Get that guy." Right out the door. It was good. It was good stuff, man. I mean, I gotta rate this movie pretty low, if I'm being honest. I don't know what you guys are feeling.
What do you get? You want like out of 5 stars?
I mean, whatever rating system feels right for you to be able to get it out.
I'm gonna guess that its Rotten Tomatoes score is like a 38.
Audience or tomato meter?
Tomato meter.
Jamie, you got a guess?
I'm gonna have to go with about a 40 on the meter.
Okay, so the audience rating is 19%, which
good.
is scary
Oh, no.
because they're like the
saving grace.
Yeah, the tomato meter. There's 2 reviews, and it's not enough to conclude what the movie's rating is. One person gave it a 2 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you guess that this is a cheap pre-Jurassic World cash-in, congratulations. You are smarter than this padded out pile of cut-rate cinematic junk. Is one of the reviews.
Ooh, I want to read this one. This comment to you. This hetero nonsense. It's a 1-star review. The 1 star is for Quaid and the horse. Now we have to write fix it fic because of the toxic masculinity and for some reason advocacy for a toxic relationship.
Yeah, like, I'm not rooting for you at all. I hope you guys don't make it work.
It's just, yeah, I don't understand at what point we said, who wrote 5 stars? Who the fuck? 32% of people said 5 stars. Fun movie. Enough said.
And then Quaid, like, the one person was like, okay, sure. Fucking the worst death in the movie. We ran out of budget, and we said, get behind them barrels and just lay down. Maybe he comes back in the sequel. If you don't die on screen, it doesn't count. So
this person said, it was worth every penny of my $7.99. The dinosaurs were realistic and solid plot with exceptional acting. I just fuck these people.
Exceptional acting? That's
There
very.
was not a moment in which I believed that anybody was actually terrified by the dinosaur.
I don't know, man. I don't know. If there's people out there that are like, yeah, I get it. I don't know.
Was Cowboys versus Aliens any good?
It was expensive.
Fair.
I remember watching it a long time ago.
Directed by Jon Favreau.
He's done some things.
He's done good things.
He's happy.
He's happy.
I don't know what we were hoping for in it.
But, well, you picked it. You tell me. What were you hoping for in it?
I understand they were verses, but I was hoping like some of the herbivore, like the Triceratops situation
together?
we had, like I was hoping that was going to be a thing. Like I was thinking, like, have you ever watched the children's show Dino Ranch? Like, a situation like that where there's some people that are working with the dinosaurs to kill the shitty dinosaurs. Or maybe like a dinosaur gets like a chainsaw or a weapon. I don't know.
Okay, we just tie them to a little bit of T-Rex arms.
Yeah,
like extenders. Okay,
it'd be the best.
I blame you a lot.
Get it?
And
part of me just wants to know what's going on in Jammin's head. Keep looking down his little square, and every once in a while he's just giggling away.
He's just reminiscing.
I have the Prime page up with the Cowboys and Dinosaurs, and it's just like a little trailer for it, and I'm just rewatching this shit as we're talking about it.
It's cold. I'm glad that we all got to share it together. I think that honestly, at our funerals, it may be something that I throw like a quote from this movie in.
Can you think of any quotes?
Yeah, no, I can't. I'd probably talk about Frankie Mermaid, maybe.
That's a quote-worthy thing to say.
That's gonna be on my tombstone. He was swimming in bitches.
I can't even think of a way to recommend it. Like,
it's awful. There's
the story was all over the place.
You could find it in the $5 bin at Walmart, and I'd say no. It could literally be in a 13 movie bundle. Like, you buy those cases where it's got 13 fucking movies in the one case, and I wouldn't buy it. Fuck all other 12 movies. You don't need this fucking movie in your house. It's a curse. I also want to point out that I'm just sitting here, like, scrolling through the movie, like, what other moments could we talk about? 50 minutes in is when we actually start seeing them really fight the dinosaurs. That is when we're to a point where he's finally out of the jail with a shotgun, and we're now killing things.
Well, he was in jail, man.
I'd like to state that it should be called Cowboy versus Dinosaurs.
Very fair.
There's one cowboy.
Maybe it's like you're born in Montana, you get to be a cowboy no matter what thing. But agree. Nobody
one
else.
Cowboy, one sheriff, and then one very trigger happy black dude.
Well, the black dude had the cowboy hat, so do we count him as a cowboy as well? Is that all we need is a cowboy hat, or did they have to ride?
I mean, he did have the attire.
He rode a 4-wheeler.
I really enjoyed when they were in the bar, I think, and he's like, "Wait, is that the Quaid?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Let me talk to him. I worked with him once." And he says, he's like, "This is so-and-so. Do you remember when we worked together at that one place?" He goes, "Oh, that one place. Yeah, we got some shit going down here. There's dinosaurs fighting." Like, you didn't need to fucking premise any of that.
Or they could have just, like you wrote it, they could have just been really good friends.
Yeah. Would have been better that way.
Easily just, oh, hey, remember us from school? Yeah. Okay. Not that one job.
I wish he was that, I wish he had been the rodeo clown that got him saved from the bull tomorrow.
Anything, man. Anything to make it a better story. Look at that. You already are ahead of the game on this script.
It was rough.
Fucking Raphael and Frankie, or the fucking name was. I'm not looking them back up. I'm not.
They're not worth your time.
Dead to me. Unless I need another terrible movie, I'll go to this movie. I'll look at writers, and then I'll pick on one of their other movies.
Yeah, so I'd never watch it again, guys. You don't need to watch it, even if you like dinosaurs. It's not fucking worth it. Except for the very end. You watch the last 5 minutes. Watch the last 5 minutes where he jumps off a fucking Triceratops and shoots a goddamn T-Rex, Laura Croft style.
He Mad Maxed it.
Yeah, do that, and then you
The poor Triceratops is like off the side.
doofy ass Triceratops, who got stabbed in the back unnecessarily. He was going in the right direction. Damn it. Anyways,
I assumed it was for him to hang on to.
Yeah. Let me.
Like the saddle little knob thing. I'm sure it has a name.
The horn, yeah.
Calm down, Michael.
We played Red Dead Redemption. You have to upgrade that. Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, Jammin.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Where can people find you, and what do you do? Well, tell us about you.
What do you do?
Just look in your closet. I'll be there. I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Run, everybody.
I'm a gaming content creator. At least I try to be, or that's what I tell myself these days. I'm not I like trying everything and anything. It got me here, so
you are here.
Right?
I'm so sorry.
You made it.
Where can people find you on social? You on social media? Where you at?
I'm on Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. That took me longer than it should have.
And what do they have to look up to find you there?
Oh, JamminPacos, JamminPacos.
Yeah, do you have a schedule? What kind of games do you like to play?
No schedule. I'm like the most unorganized person you'll meet. As far as games go, it's really anything, shooters, RPGs, JRPGs,
rocket propelled grenades, and junior rocket propelled grenades.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, you about those. Like
that don't make sense to me.
Our RPGs are role playing games. JRPGs are, I want to say, junior role playing games.
It's Japanese.
Japanese role playing. Thank you.
So you're fine. I was being a smart ass. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Yes, make sure you guys check out Jammin. He was once, one time he was going to be a professional Overwatch player, and then he had to save a bus full of children and had to give up his career.
Superman style.
Yeah.
Fucking blew out his sphincter.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For a week, he couldn't shit right. It all looked like a fucking jigsaw puzzle.
He said, call an ambulance. He said, no, we're all good. He's like, for me.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I've been Michael.
This is Cleve.
I'm Jammin.
Cowboys versus Dinosaurs.